My name is Ryan Carter, and if you ask my wife, she'll tell you I've been impossible for months. You don't talk anymore, Emma told me last night. You just sit there like the world ended. I'm thinking, I said. You're sulking, she snapped. There's a difference. I didn't answer that. Every answer turns into a fight now. It didn't used to be like this. Before I lost my job, before every bill became a reminder, before every silence became an accusation. This morning, she stood at the door with her coat half on. Olivia's in labor. We're going now. I'll meet you at the hospital, I told her. I just need to finish one call. You said that yesterday, too. I mean it this time. She studied my face like she was looking for proof. Don't disappear on me again, Ryan. I won't. Promise? I promise. She left without kissing me. The door closed like a judge's warning. I sat in my car 10 minutes later, engine running, staring at my cracked dashboard. You're going? I told myself. No excuses, no delays. My phone buzzed. Emma again. Are you driving? She asked. Yes. Olivia keeps asking for you. Why me? Because you're the calm one, Emma said. Try to be that guy again. I'm still that guy. Then show up. I will. You better. She hung up. I drove faster after that, not for Olivia, for Emma, for the look she used to give me before disappointment became her normal face. At the red light, I remembered the last big fight. You quit too easily, she said then. I was laid off. You didn't fight it. It was a company cut. You just accepted it. What was I supposed to do? Wrestled the manager. You joke about everything. Because if I don't, I break. Maybe you should break, she said quietly. At least that would be honest. The light turned green. I pushed the gas harder than needed. My phone rang again. Private number. I'm driving, I muttered, but answered through the car speaker. Hello? Ryan? The voice was low and shaking. Yes. Who is this? It's Daniel. Daniel? I frowned. Why are you calling from a blocked number? I need you to listen and not interrupt. I'm on my way to the hospital. Don't go there yet. I laughed once. Bad timing for jokes. I'm not joking. What's wrong? Everything, he said. His breathing was uneven. I'm at my office. I need you here now. Your wife is in labor. I know. Then why aren't you there? Because if I go there, I might lead them straight to her. My grip tightened on the wheel. Lead who? I can't say on the phone. Daniel, you're not making sense. I found something I wasn't supposed to find. What something? Proof. Transfers. Names. Dirty money. Big people. I checked my mirrors without knowing why. Call the police. I will. After you come. Why me? Because you're not on their radar. I almost smiled. That's because I'm a nobody right now. Exactly, he said. I need a nobody I can trust. I'm not qualified for secret missions. Ryan, please. His voice cracked. I'm bleeding. My stomach dropped. What? They came earlier. I locked myself in. I don't have long. Then call an ambulance. I can't risk sirens here. This is insane. I know. Send me your location. I just did. My phone beeped with the map pin. Ryan, he said softer, if you don't come, this disappears. And if this disappears, they win. Who wins? The people who will ruin Olivia's life next. I swallowed. You're serious? Yes. I promised Emma I'd be there. I'm asking you to save her instead. That's not fair. None of this is fair. A horn blasted behind me. The light was red again. I didn't remember it changing. Say something, Daniel begged. I'm thinking. You don't have time to think. Story of my life, I muttered. Ryan. I'm turning around, I said. He exhaled hard. Thank you. If this is a prank, I swear. It's not. You owe me the truth. You'll get it when you arrive. The call ended. I sat there while cars went around me, drivers yelling. You'd better be dying, I whispered, because I just wrecked my marriage if you're not. I turned the wheel the other way. I'll explain later, I told the empty car. I'll explain everything later. For some reason, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I shouldn't have been there. Every turn toward Daniel's office felt like I was driving away from my real life and into someone else's mess. I called him again. I'm close. Talk to me. Park behind the building, he whispered. Not in front. You sound worse. I am worse. You alone? For now. For now is not comforting. Just move. I parked in the back alley and stepped out. I'm here. 3rd floor, he said. Use the side stairs. Your lobby is empty. I cleared it. That sounds illegal. Everything today is illegal. I climbed fast. My chest felt tight. Which door? Office 3B. I see it. Lock it behind you. I entered and froze. Chairs were flipped. Papers covered the floor. The wall safe stood open like a broken mouth. Daniel? Here, he groaned. I rushed behind the desk. He was sitting on the floor, holding his side, shirt dark with blood. Oh, God, I said. You're really hurt. Not dead yet. I'm calling an ambulance. No. Yes. No sirens, he snapped. Phone down. You're bleeding through your fingers. I know how blood works. This isn't a joke. Neither is this. He pointed at the safe. They wanted what was inside. What was inside? Truth. Try again with normal words. Financial records, he said. Hidden transfers. Bribes. From who? From partners who smile on camera. Names? You'll see. I don't want to see. I want to leave. You can't leave yet. My wife thinks I'm at the hospital. Your wife is safer there than here. Explain that. They threatened Olivia, he said, and the baby. My mouth went dry. Who did? The people I exposed. You exposed them alone? I was supposed to sign and stay quiet. You didn't. I don't stay quiet well. I've noticed, I said. What do you need from me? He dragged a folder and a small flash drive from under the desk. Take these. No. Yes. No, I repeated. I'm not your spy friend. You're my only option. You have lawyers. They're compromised. You're guessing. I'm certain. Call the police yourself. They're already influenced. Everyone is influenced in your story. Stop joking and listen. I'm listening. If anything happens to me, you give this to the police. I stepped back. Don't hand me that. Take it. My in-laws already think I'm useless. This isn't about your pride. It is when I become the suspect. You won't. I always do. Ryan, he said, grabbing my shirt, you're the only one I trust. That's a bad judge of character. You showed up. Wrong place, wrong time. Right person. I'm unemployed, not heroic. Exactly why they won't suspect you. That's not a compliment. Take it. I hesitated. What's on the drive? Backup copies. And the folder? Original signatures. This feels like a movie. This is my life. Why were they here today? I told one partner I wouldn't sign. So they tried force. Yes. You should have called me earlier. I didn't want you involved. Too late now. He pushed the folder into my hands. Hide it. Where? Anywhere but here. I don't even have a good hiding place at home. Make one. I hate this. I know. A loud beep echoed from the hallway. What was that? I asked. Security alarm, he said. Front door. You said you cleared the building. I did. Then who opened it? Not a friend. My heart pounded. How long do we have? Minutes. Can you stand? Barely. I'll help you. No. You go. I'm not leaving you. You are. This is stupid. This is necessary. Where will you go? Different exit. You're sure? No, but go anyway. Daniel. Backstairs, he ordered. Now. I stuffed the drive into my sock and the folder under my jacket. If I get arrested, I'm haunting you. If I die, haunt louder. You're not funny. You're still here. Move. Footsteps sounded outside. That's them, he whispered. My throat burned. You owe me answers. You'll get them if we survive. I unlocked the back door slowly. Text me if you can. I will. Don't bleed out. Don't drop the truth. I slipped into the stairwell and ran down, every step shaking. I kept thinking one thing. I was supposed to be at a birth. Instead, I was carrying someone else's war. My phone wouldn't stop vibrating as I reached my car. I checked the screen and felt my stomach drop. 23 missed calls? I whispered. That's not good. Emma. 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 Mrs. Carter. Mr. Carter. Emma again. I called Emma back while starting the engine. Please answer. She picked up on the first ring. Where are you? Driving. You said that an hour ago. I got delayed. You always get delayed when it's my family. That's not fair. Olivia asked for you 3 times. How is she? She already gave birth. I closed my eyes. Is the baby okay? Yes. You wouldn't know. You weren't here. I'm coming now. Don't rush. You missed the important part already. I said I'm coming. Whatever, she said and hung up. I drove fast. Too fast. My hands still smelled like dust and metal from Daniel's office. I kept seeing the open safe in my head. My phone rang again. Mr. Carter? I answered. Sir. Don't sir me, he snapped. Where are you? On my way. You were supposed to be here hours ago. I know. You gave your word. Yes. And your word means nothing again. I had an emergency. With what? Your feelings? With something serious. More serious than your wife's sister giving birth? I swallowed. I couldn't explain on the phone. You never can explain anything, he said. You just fail quietly. I'm still coming. For appearance, not support. That's not true. Then prove it with action someday. The line went dead. Great, I muttered. I'm the villain now. At the hospital entrance, I checked my reflection in the mirror. You look guilty, I told myself, because you were hiding something. I walked into the maternity floor. Mrs. Carter spotted me first. Well, she said, arms crossed, the missing guest arrives. I'm sorry. You should be. How is Olivia? Tired, happy, unlike us. I came as fast as I could. You could have come faster by caring more. I do care. She gave a short laugh. You care when it suits you. That's not fair. Neither is childbirth without family. I'm here now. Too late still counts as absent. Emma stepped out of the room holding the baby. She didn't smile when she saw me. Don't wake him, she said softly to her mother, then looked at me. Oh, you made it for the ending credits. I'm sorry, I said again. That word is empty now. Can I see them? You can look. Don't pretend you helped. I never said I helped. You didn't show up. I wanted to. But you didn't. Mr. Carter joined us. Let him speak, Emma. I want to hear the excuse. It's not an excuse. Then say it. I opened my mouth and saw Daniel grabbing my shirt in my memory. You're the only one I trust. I stopped. Emma's eyes hardened. Nothing? It's complicated. There it is, she said. Your favorite shield. I can't talk about it yet. Because it's not real. It is real. Then say it. I can't. Mr. Carter shook his head. Unreliable men always say that. I'm not unreliable. You are unemployed and unreliable, he said flatly. Dad, Emma murmured, but she didn't defend me. I looked at her. You too? She answered without pause. You chose not to come. I chose wrong timing, not absence. You're jealous of my family, she said. You always have been. That's not true. You hate that we're close. I never said that. You show it. How? By sulking on purpose. I wasn't sulking. Then what were you doing? Handling something urgent. For who? Not for us. I forced my voice calm. Please lower your voice. Don't tell me what to do. I'm asking, not telling. You always play the victim, she said. The words hit like a slap. I felt them land inside my chest. I'm not playing anything, I said quietly. You are, she replied. Silent, wounded, misunderstood hero. I don't want to fight here. Then stop giving reasons. I said I'm sorry. Sorry is cheap. It's all I can give right now. Not good enough. Emma, I said softly, I'm trying. Try earlier next time. Can I hold the baby? She hesitated, then turned away. He's sleeping. I won't wake him. Not today. I nodded once. Okay. Mrs. Carter sighed. At least you know when to step back. I learned from experience. Maybe learn commitment too, Mr. Carter added. I'm learning a lot today, I said. Emma didn't look at me again. She walked back into the room and closed the door. I stood there with empty hands and a full secret, feeling like I didn't belong to that family, that floor, or that life anymore. I woke up to Emma's voice from the kitchen. Turn the volume up. I'm awake, I said, walking in. What's wrong? Listen, she said, pointing at the TV. This is about Daniel. My chest tightened. What about him? He's missing. I stared at the screen. A reporter stood near a parking garage. A photo of Daniel filled the corner. His car was found abandoned late last night, the reporter said. Sources suggest possible financial misconduct. That's not true, I whispered. Emma folded her arms. You sound very sure. I know him. You thought you knew him. He wouldn't run. Men run, she said flatly. Pressure shows real character. I almost laughed at the irony. That's your conclusion? It fits. It doesn't. He didn't even stay for his child's birth. My throat burned. You don't know why. And you do? I paused too long. She noticed. Why are you acting strange? She asked. I'm tired. You're hiding something again. I'm processing. You're defending him. I'm being careful. With your words, not with truth. My phone buzzed with a hospital group message. Police are here, I read. Of course they are, Emma said. They want statements. I should come. You should have come yesterday, too. I'm coming now. At the hospital, tension filled the hallway. 2 officers stood near Olivia's door. I kept my head down. Emma walked beside me. Try not to argue with anyone. I don't plan to. That would be new. I'm serious. Inside, Olivia looked pale. Ryan, she said softly. Have you heard? Yes. He wouldn't leave me, she whispered. I know. Emma glanced at me. You keep saying that. Because I believe it. A man in a gray suit stepped forward. Family only, please. I'm family, I said. He studied me. Name? Ryan Carter. I'm Detective Mark Reyes. Nice to meet you, I said, though it wasn't. I have a few questions for everyone. Mr. Carter spoke first. Ask quickly. My daughter needs rest. I'll be brief, Reyes said. He turned to Olivia. When did you last speak to your husband? Yesterday morning, she replied. He sounded worried. About what? Work. Did he mention leaving? Never. Reyes nodded and looked at Emma. Any unusual calls? Not to me, she said. He's been secretive lately. Secretive how? Closed doors, quiet talks. I felt sweat build under my collar. Reyes faced me. And you, Ryan? Yes? When did you last speak to Daniel? My pulse pounded. 2 days ago. By phone or in person? Phone. About? Family stuff. What kind of family stuff? Baby plans. Emma frowned at me. I didn't look at her. Reyes held my gaze. Did he sound afraid? Stressed. Did he ask you to meet? My heart kicked hard. No. Not at all? Not at all. He waited a second too long. All right. Mr. Carter cleared his throat. Are we done? For now, Reyes said. Then to me, walk with me. I followed him into the hallway. You seem nervous, he said. My brother-in-law is missing. That happens. You think he's guilty? I think money leaves patterns. And people? People leave tells. What kind? Eyes that avoid details. I forced a steady look. I'm not avoiding anything. Good, he said calmly, because I'll be back. I'm sure you will. He handed me a card. Call if you remember something. I will. I knew I wouldn't. Emma stepped out. What did he want? Routine questions. You look pale. I feel pale. Don't get dramatic. I'm not. Daniel made his choices, she said. Now he lives with them. If he's alive. He is, she replied. Men like him survive. Men like him? Men who run. That word again. Run. I went home alone that night. My head felt too full. I locked the door and pulled the flash drive from my sock drawer. This better be worth it, I muttered. I opened my laptop and plugged it in. Folders appeared. Names, transfers, signatures. I clicked one file and froze. I know that name, I whispered. I really know that name. I stared at the screen and read the company name again. Carter Holdings. No, I whispered. No way. I clicked another file. Transfer logs, account chains, approval signatures. That's his signature, I said out loud. That's Emma's father's signature. I leaned back and laughed once, dry and broken. So the hero and the villain switched places. I opened a video note Daniel recorded. His tired face filled the screen. If you're watching this, Ryan, he said, I couldn't trust internal channels. I paused it. You really dragged me into this. I played it again. They're moving money through partner shells. One of them is Carter Holdings. I paused again. He named it directly. No fear. I rubbed my face. If I show this, I destroy her family. My phone buzzed. Emma. I answered. Yeah. Did you see the news update? She asked. No. What now? Daniel's company released a statement. And? They said he acted alone. That was fast. Because it's true. You believe that? Yes. Without question? Why are you defending him again? I'm asking questions. Normal people don't defend suspects. Normal stories aren't always true. You sound weird today. I didn't sleep. Neither did Olivia, she said. But she didn't vanish. That's unfair. So is fraud. You're sure he did it? Everyone says so. Everyone can be wrong. Ryan, she sighed, stop trying to be deep. I'm not trying to be anything. Then stop talking like his lawyer. I'm not his lawyer. Good, because you're not good at defending anyone, even yourself. That's low. It's honest. I almost told her everything. The files, the signatures, the setup. She kept going. People show their real face when money appears, like you after you lost your job. My chest tightened. What does that mean? You changed. I got quieter. You got bitter. I got scared. You got small. That's cruel. That's true. I supported you for years. You paid bills, she said. You didn't lead. I didn't know I was in a competition. Life is competition. Marriage isn't. It is when only one person carries weight. I swallowed the truth again. It burned going down. Believe what you want, I said. I do, she replied, and hung up. I looked back at the screen. You picked the wrong villain, I told Daniel's frozen image. A knock hit my door. Hard. Who is it? I called. Detective Reyes? I stood slowly. Perfect timing. I opened the door. You work fast. I work early, he said. May I come in? I guess. He stepped inside and looked around. You live alone today? Yes. Your wife? At the hospital. Good. We can talk freely. We could talk freely anyway. Some people talk differently around family. Not me. We'll see, he said. Sit. I sat. What do you want to know now? Your timeline yesterday. I told you already. I want details again. That sounds like you didn't believe me. I verify everyone. Fine. I drove. I arrived late. I got blamed. Before that, I was home. All morning? Yes. Anyone confirm? No. So no witness. I don't schedule witnesses for my life. He almost smiled. Did Daniel ever mention partners? Business partners? Yes. Only in general. Did he trust them? He didn't talk about trust with me. Interesting. Why? Because he told someone else he was about to expose partners. I kept my face still. That's a big claim. I like big claims with proof. Do you have proof? Working on it. You think he was a whistleblower? I think he was scared. That fits. Of who? People with more money than me, I said. That's a long list. Exactly. He leaned forward. If he contacted you, I need to know. He didn't. You're sure? Yes. He watched my eyes again. I hated how calm he was. All right, he said finally, but this case is shifting. How? Sometimes the loud suspect isn't the real one. I agree with that. If you remember anything, call me first. Not second? Not third. Understood. He stood. Pressure shows truth, Ryan. Pressure breaks pipes too. Yes, he said, and leaks reveal systems. After he left, I locked the door and looked at the drive again. I can't stay passive, I told myself. Not now. I picked up my phone and saved his number as priority. Careful steps, I said quietly, but forward steps. I was asleep when a knock on my door jolted me awake. Ryan? Open up, a voice hissed. I bolted upright. Who? Daniel. It's me. I jumped out of bed, heart hammering. Daniel? What? How? He pushed the door just enough to slip in, clutching his side. Blood soaked through his shirt. Jesus, I said. What happened to you? Not now, he gasped. Sit me down. I guided him to the couch. Talk to me. What's going on? They knew I'd trust someone inside the family, he said, wincing. Carter. Someone tipped them off. I froze. My father-in-law? Someone in the family. Doesn't matter who for now. I barely got out alive. Why come to me? I asked, panic rising. You don't know me. You barely know me. You showed up when it mattered, he said, his voice weak but firm. You acted. Most men freeze. You didn't. I didn't do much. Enough. You're the only one they underestimate. That's why you're here. I felt my chest tighten. Why me? I'm useless half the time. You proved you're not useless, he said. By coming here tonight, you already helped. I shook my head. I feel like I failed everyone. You didn't. Your failure night saved Olivia and the baby from being targeted. That counts. I blinked. Wait, Olivia's still in danger? Yes, they know she's the weak point now. I swallowed. Why not go to the police yourself? They're compromised. Some of them. I can't risk it yet. I felt my stomach churn. So you came to me, a guy who barely handles life. You handle life better than you think, he said. Trust me, you've got instincts most people ignore. I ran my hands through my hair. So, what now? I need you to take these. He handed me the folder and flash drive. Deliver them to Reyes, directly. No delays, no questions. I looked at the evidence. My hand shook. Me? Why can't you do it? I'm not safe outside this apartment. Not yet. They're watching. Watching? Who? Everyone who smiles in your family photos. I gulped. This is insane. Life is insane sometimes, he said. You're the one who can make it right. I swallowed. And if I get caught? Then we both fail, he said. But I believe you won't get caught. I glanced at him. Blood, bruises, exhaustion. And yet, that line, the only one they underestimate, kept repeating in my head. Okay, I said finally. I'll do it. Good. His lips twisted into a weak smile. You're finally feeling useful, aren't you? I nodded slowly. Yeah, for the first time in a long time. He coughed harshly. Now go, Reyes. He's the key. I looked at the folder, then at him. I'll bring him the truth. I won't fail. You won't, Daniel whispered. I felt a strange calm wash over me. Purpose, finally. Not shame, not guilt. Purpose. I picked up the folder and flash drive and nodded. I've got this. Daniel leaned back on the couch, eyes closing. I knew you would. For the first time, I believed it. The moment I opened the door, Emma's glare hit me like a punch. Where have you been? She shouted. Why didn't you answer my calls? I was... You were what? Hiding? Meeting him? Her voice shook. I know you met Daniel. I did. You did what? Ryan, do you realize what that means? I understand. You understand? She barked. You're helping a criminal. My own sister's husband is... Stop. I finally pushed back. My voice steadied in a way it never had before. You don't get to lecture me. What? Her eyes narrowed. You never asked my side, I said, letting the words hang. Silence followed. What did you just say? I said, you never asked. You accused. You judged. Every single time. She trembled, like my words cut deeper than my absence ever did. I'm not your villain, I continued, and I won't apologize for doing what's right. You think you know what's right? She hissed. You put my sister, my baby, everyone in danger. They were already in danger, I said, and I'm trying to prevent it. She stepped closer. How dare you? You made decisions for all of us without telling anyone. Yes, I admitted calmly. I did, because no one asked me. No one wanted to listen. Her hand shot out. Slap. I didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't retaliate. I let it land. You're cold, she said, voice breaking. You've always been cold. No, I said quietly. I'm not cold. I'm awake, and I won't live for appearances anymore. Ryan, what are you saying? Her voice shook, panic creeping in. If the truth comes out, I said, looking her in the eyes, you may hate your own blood, but hiding it now will destroy everyone, including you. Her chest heaved. She looked like she wanted to scream but couldn't. You, she stammered, you're choosing him over me? I'm choosing truth, I said. Not him, not anyone. Just the truth. How can you? I'm telling you once, I said, firm. I'm not lying, I'm not hiding, and I'm not apologizing for what's necessary. She swayed slightly, eyes wide, realizing the weight of what I meant. Ryan, please, she whispered. I can't anymore, I said softly. I can't keep sacrificing right for comfort. Tears welled in her eyes. She swallowed hard, trembling. You've changed. Yes, I admitted, and so have I. She sank into a chair, still staring at me, broken and uncertain. I felt heartbreak slicing through me, but I also felt clarity. For the first time, I put truth over marriage safety. I put purpose over fear. And I finally believed I could survive it. I met Reyes in a parking garage late at night. Shadows stretched across the walls, cars hissed as they cooled, and my heart hammered. Ryan, he said, voice low. You got it all? Yes, I said, pulling the folder and flash drive from my bag. Copies. Originals stay safe. He examined them carefully. Good. If these are clean, we can move fast. They have to be, I said. Lives are at stake. Daniel told me about the threat, Reyes said. Carter Holdings is bigger than we imagined, and dangerous. I know, I muttered. Emma's family. Everything's tied to them. Then we start small, he said. Raids on offices linked to suspicious transfers. Keep evidence airtight. I nodded. I don't like being involved this way. You don't have to like it. You have to do it. I handed him the flash drive. Here, all data. He took it carefully. Any questions? Do you think they'll find out it came from me? He shook his head. Not if you're careful. You follow instructions. No one knows your role. I swallowed. I'm trusting you. You should, he said. We move tonight. I watched him walk away, disappearing into darkness. My phone buzzed. A news alert. Offices linked to Carter Holdings were being raided. I stood frozen, a strange calm filling me. The chaos was real, but I wasn't panicking. Another alert. Public statements about financial crimes. Names, transactions, evidence piling up. Emma called immediately. Ryan, she shouted. What's happening? Are you involved? No, I said quickly. I'm not telling anyone. Why? Why can't I know anything? I can't explain, I said. Not yet. She cried out, frustrated. Everything's collapsing. Yes, I said softly. And that's the point. Olivia called next. Her voice trembled. Ryan, Daniel, he tried to protect me. I know, I said. She broke down in tears. He risked everything for me. I stayed silent, letting her process it. I could feel her pain, her relief, her love for him all tangled together. You need to be careful, I told her. They might still come after him. I know, she whispered. I just needed to know he cared. Hours passed. News coverage exploded. Mr. Carter was publicly questioned. His calm mask cracked in front of cameras. I felt something unexpected. Calm. Truth was moving, slowly but surely. My phone buzzed again. Anonymous threats. Stop, I muttered. It won't. I didn't feel fear, only resolve. Reyes had sent a text. Your testimony may be required. I stared at the message. Risk rising. Danger everywhere. But I felt different, stronger, centered. Power was shifting. I wasn't the weak one anymore. I heard the news on the radio first. Carter Holdings, Mr. Carter arrested. Evidence stacked so high, it was impossible to deny. I couldn't stop the small smile creeping across my face. Justice, finally. My phone rang. Emma? Ryan, please, she whispered. I need to see you. I opened the door to find her standing there, tears streaking her cheeks, eyes red and raw. Ryan, I'm sorry, she said, voice cracking. For what? I asked quietly, though my chest ached. For everything. Misjudging you. Blaming you for things that weren't your fault. I should have trusted you. I know, I said softly. You're saying it now, but it's late. I don't care about late. I need you to know I was wrong. I still love you, I admitted, the words escaping before I could stop them. But something broke between us a long time ago. Her hands trembled. I know I hurt you. I know. I just didn't see it. You didn't just hurt me yesterday, I said. Your contempt, your constant disbelief, it killed my voice long before any of this scandal. I couldn't speak without fear of being ridiculed, dismissed, or blamed. I stopped defending myself because you wouldn't listen. She shook her head. I should have seen it. I should have listened. I was blinded by pride, by loyalty to my family. You can't undo that, I said. You can only try not to repeat it. I'll try, she whispered. I'll try, Ryan. I let her words hang. I didn't know if we could start over. Part of me wanted to, but part of me had learned how fragile trust really was. Later, Daniel called. Ryan, he said over the phone, I can't thank you enough. You did what no one else could. I want you on my team. If you're willing, I'd like to offer you a position in the new company. I swallowed. Thank you, Daniel. That means more than I can say. You earned this, he said. You proved your worth when it mattered most. I looked at Emma again. She stepped closer. So, can we start over? I didn't answer immediately. I just held her gaze, trying to measure the weight of our past, the words we'd never said, the distance we'd endured. I need time, I finally said, my voice calm, steady. Time to see if the bridge is still strong enough to cross. She nodded slowly, tears still shining in her eyes. I'll wait, she whispered. I know, I said. Later, alone, I held the folder Daniel had entrusted me with and smiled faintly. Once called useless, now trusted. Once silenced, now chosen. I had found purpose in chaos, strength in danger, and clarity in truth. And for the first time, I felt I could stand firm, regardless of the heartache surrounding me. I stood outside the courthouse, folder in hand, heart hammering. The morning sunlight reflected off the glass doors, and for the first time in weeks, I felt ready. Ryan Carter? The clerk called. Yes, I said, stepping forward. Inside, the room was tense. Cameras, reporters, and family members filled the seats. Mr. Carter sat looking pale, his posture rigid. Daniel and Olivia were at the side, holding the baby tightly. Take the stand, the bailiff instructed. I walked up and faced the room, feeling every eye on me. Detective Reyes gave me a small nod. I drew in a deep breath. State your name, the judge said. Ryan Carter, I said clearly. Your relation to Daniel Andrews? He's my brother-in-law by marriage, I said, and I was entrusted with evidence that exposed illegal transfers tied to Carter Holdings. A murmur ran through the room. Were you threatened? The prosecutor asked. Yes, I admitted. I received calls and warnings, but I delivered the evidence to the authorities directly. Did you act alone? No, I said. I followed Daniel's instructions exactly. I protected the information until it reached Detective Reyes. The questioning continued, but I stayed steady. Every word I spoke carried weight. Every pause felt like a choice to stand firm. Outside, Daniel smiled at me. You did it, he whispered. You saved everything. I only did what was right, I said quietly. The verdict came later. Guilty on multiple counts. Mr. Carter and his accomplices were sentenced. Justice had arrived, clean and undeniable. Emma approached me after the court cleared Daniel publicly. She didn't shout. She didn't cry. She just stood there, hesitant. Ryan, she said softly, I was wrong. I judged you without understanding. I misread everything. I know, I said, and I forgive you, but I can't go back. You mean? We can't undo what's broken, I said calmly. I wasn't sulking that day, Emma. I was choosing who I wanted to be, and that person can't live where silence and contempt ruled. Her eyes glistened. I understand. Good, I said. I wish you peace, and I wish you love for Olivia and the baby. She nodded, tears threatening, and turned away. I felt heartbreak, yes, but also clarity. Later, I watched Daniel reunite with Olivia and their child. Relief and joy softened their faces. I felt their happiness as though it belonged to me too, without stealing from my own path. I walked away from the courthouse with my head high. No applause, no victory dance, just truth, dignity, and a calm that came from acting rightly. I realized something profound. Self-respect doesn't need revenge. Justice can be quiet and still powerful. As I turned the corner, I whispered to myself, I was never sulking. I was choosing who I wanted to be. And for the first time, that choice felt free.